IVTV, 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 Ivy, TV, IVTV.
Been around the towns and everything.
But all the good children go.
Strips of gold, strips of gold. Is this streets of gold? The streets of gold. The streets of gold. But in this world where I came from, my sugar walls, my sugar walls. Ooh, my sugar walls. Ooh.
That was good.
Ooh.
That was good.
That was good, wasn't it? So, hi everyone. Welcome to... I just spat everywhere. We were talking about spit last episode, but, you know, I do like a bit of spit, just not in the context of a moment of conversation. Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Ivy TV, the show where I, Ivy, do a TV. And I am so thrilled to have this guest on. My second guest, they say second is the best, maybe not in this case, but they were available and they could make the time for me. You know, this person I've known since we were doing, I think it was Art Foundation a while ago. They have since ascended, blossomed, flourished to be a force of talent within the drag scene. They are a bit of a freak. I don't really know how to describe them. They're a bit of a creature. But you know what? They're my creature. And, you know, to know them is to love them. And so, without further ado, I'd love to just introduce Anniben. Thank you so much for coming on IVTV, for being here with me so we can share this very special moment together, because you know what, this is what it's all about. It's about having moments and taking the most of the moments that you presented with us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't stop touching my tits whenever I look
Yeah.
at you. You bring it out of me.
Well, do you remember when we went to Chester and we were in that bar, and the whole time you were just going, ah, with concern in your eyes. It was everything.
Well, you know what? I've got a bit of concern today. We're going to start with some of the more difficult questions. You know, obviously, I actually did do a bit of a thing with the audience where I asked them to send in some questions for you. So take me back. When was the first time that you went to Epstein's Island?
Well, I will only say when Trump releases the paper. Sorry.
Did they keep you well accommodated? Was there food and board? Was there...
Fucking hell.
You know?
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah. Listen, this is just rogue. This is
woke.
rogue.
Oh.
And also, well, wokey cokey.
Wokey coke. Whoa, the wokey
She is.
cokey.
Sorry, my arm is... Oh, I know, I
What is
I
it?
don't even jack off with this one.
Fist
Is
in
that
accident,
one?
was it?
A what?
Fist in accident, was it?
I would never do that. I feel like for me, I could die happy knowing that I never fisted anyone, like or had been fisted. I don't want to take that much up in myself.
Is that going to go on your headstone?
Yeah, maybe. But it's like, but I think it's the thing of people want to feel like they're being completely embodied, don't they? Like they've got like something so huge inside of them.
It's like Kermit the Frog,
That's-
isn't it? Like a Muppet.
Yeah, it is.
They only become animated when there's a hand up there.
He's a freak.
Kermit.
He's a massive freak.
And he's gay.
Is he?
Well, he keeps singing about rainbows, doesn't he? That rainbow connection.
don't know about
That's
that.
scissoring. Well, what do frogs have willies?
They spawn, don't they?
Yeah, but do they
That's
have
what.
penis?
They're just spunking about that.
I don't know what
one.
that grammar was. Do they have penis?
Do they have willies? Yeah, what is like the biological assignments? Is there? Was there a Supreme Court? Was there a Supreme Court ruling to decide that their gender was actually biological? I don't know.
I don't know.
The frogs did it
Wow,
first.
that's a big question.
Are they trans frogs?
I don't know, but there was that thing. Do you remember when it was like, the frogs are turning all the the water's turning all the frogs gay? Do you remember that?
Yes. And the noodles turned the babies gay.
My mum had a lot of minestrone when I was born, so.
My mama told me when I was...
Noodles make you gay, babe.
Oh my god, I'm so happy you're on today. I feel like it's just so easy.
Well, yeah. You just crack me up because you're just you, and then I think I just go along with it.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? This is just really stream of consciousness, but actually, I want to break into, we're going to talk about it.
A bank.
Hey, what would you be?
I would be in the getaway car.
Everybody wants to be the getaway driver.
No, I didn't say I'd be the
What
driver,
am
I'm
I?
just going to be in the car.
Am I the muscle?
Oh, hench.
I'm the brains and the beauty.
Oh, it's Catherine doing
I
the...
know, I can't, do you know, you just evoke it out of me, I just can't help it, right? Would I be the brains? Am I that,
No, I think you'd be the one like, everybody down!
Oh yeah, I'd scare them.
Yeah.
Could I kill someone? Could I? Could
You
you?
could kill him with comedy.
Yeah. But I couldn't do stand-up. I don't work in those kind of situations.
Do your legs not work?
Well, at the moment, my left arm's not working, so I don't know what that is. I haven't had a stroke, I promise. I lift, this table is heavier than it fucking looks. And I might have just strained myself.
Yeah, she does have heft, doesn't she?
Yeah, don't look under the table. My dick is out currently.
No.
Just kidding. I've had the
And also, I mean, in this lighting, you're green, so you're kind of froggy, so maybe...
And you're piggy.
Oh, we should close the episode by singing Rainbow Connection.
Rainbow Connection.
But in the voices of Miss Piggy and Kit.
Rainbow Connection!
Fuck is that?
Is that Kermit?
No, he's more like...
Rainbow, rainbow connection, rainbow connection.
This series on the Undateables is... Ivy Canny.
There's that Amor Mynydd going on. Have you seen the casting?
Someone sent me it.
Honestly.
Would you go?
Yeah, but the thing is, right, they wouldn't have me on because in those kind of dating shows, they don't have on T-girls, they don't have on T-boys, because as you've seen with Big Brother, which I haven't even watched, I've just seen the fucking clips on social media, I am absolutely disgusted by what I've seen on there so far of the treatment of that trans man. It fucking enrages me.
It's unnerving.
It's really, and it's like, that would not work on Love Island. They don't want to go through that legal mess.
No.
So it's gonna be a show, dating shows, unless you do like an I Kissed a Boy or I Kissed a Girl or I Kissed a Tran, then...
I Kissed a Tran is such a good title.
Yeah.
I love that.
We'll go on Traitors, we'll go on whatever.
Trans people on I Kissed a Boy.
Was there?
Yeah, there was a trans man on it last year.
Yeah, but maybe because but this is my thing though, I think the gay people are a bit more open-minded, or people who are of that ilk, but they're not getting on Amor Mynydd, they're not getting on fucking,
Sis, I don't think anyone wants to go on Amor Mynydd.
I would.
Would you?
It's like a free... Yeah, but that one guy, right, the reason I would go on it is because the one guy didn't even date anyone on that show, he just went on Hinge.
Yeah, he just had a holiday.
But that's what I would want to do, is just go on there and just have a laugh.
Yeah.
I did ask them, is there a cash prize? And they said they didn't even respond to me, so I don't even know what that means. You know who you are, I messaged you, okay? Love Hanch. I was watching this show, they're doing like a Zante,
Oh, hey.
but it's like a Vanderpump Rules.
That's right up your alley.
I know, I love.
Oh, I did see that. I've been approached to do that like twice.
Oh, you would have been incredible.
Yeah.
But there's... most of them are dads.
Well, that's the thing.
But you get the one who's the breakout. And you need that person, because otherwise it'd be unwatchable.
When you say breakout, do you mean acne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, her skin is flawless. Like, I don't know if she's had like the CO2 peel or whatever, but like she looks banging. She's a bit of a slag, but...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you know what? I don't begrudge her, and people were giving her shit about it, and I'm like, you know what? Let her do her. She's getting results. The whole point is that she's meant to be filling that bar every night.
Exactly.
So let her live.
Yeah.
I think she was on like Celebs Go Dating or something, but...
Oh, slay.
But it's good. I don't know if it's airing yet.
No?
This show that I mentioned, the Bar Hanch, the Vanderpump
Oh,
Rules. Because they do, you know what? That's the thing. It's like because you've done Hanch. What is your experience of Welsh media and the kind of towards that face, the young adult kind of? What is your vibe on that?
In what regards?
Do you feel as though, again, let me put it this way, and let me put it politely, there is sort of like a spectrum of experiences that I think are representative and that are inclusive and that are reflective, but I think sometimes we don't lean into that spectrum. Do you feel like now Welsh media is leaning into the broader spectrum of lived experiences?
I think it is, but it could still go further and a bit deeper into the kind of the otherness that's available. Because I've done a few things for Hanch. Like I did a video about my life after having cancer treatment, and that did really well. And I spoke about drag in that as well, and the response was overwhelmingly lovely. And but then I also did a video, kind of like a come with me and put on a Santes Dwynwen's drag show with my friends, which we did in Newport, and it was great. But that video didn't do very well at all, and like the comment was like, "This is disgusting." So it's pretty odd. It's like a weird. I think when drag is thrown in the mix, it's usually met with a bit of.
This actually ties into my first question, which is, I call this segment Poison Ivy. So what is a situation that you feel as though has been very toxic for you, but actually you have felt as though there's been something that you've taken away from that situation that you've been able to learn from that toxic space you were in and then apply to help you grow, to help you thrive, to help you flourish?
Not Jesus. I don't know.
It could be a person, it could be any kind of situation. You could have been the toxic person, there could have been toxic people, toxic environment, workplace.
There is one, I'm not gonna say too much, but like there was one, actually there's two people who at one point in my career I've not mixed with but run into, and so have a lot of other people, and they've been again horrible to work with, and like the repercussions of what they've done was fucking horrible. Like threatening to phone the police on me because I called them out on their bad behaviour, or not paying entertainers who deserve it, and it's quite a large sum of work that they need to be paid for. But saying that, after I had my run-in with these people, I've distanced myself and kind of reflected on kind of working relationships and kind of engaging with people who I only want to engage with, and not for the sake of drama or whatever, but purely for my sanity and my career.
And your early career as well, relatively
early,
still.
yeah.
You're a baby. I mean,
I'm 5 years in now.
how old are you?
22.
Yeah, but like,
Started when I was 18.
but when you are that age, like you will just say yes to everything.
Oh yeah, they'll dangle a carrot and then, But luckily I caught on quite quick. I didn't grab the carrot.
I think, but that, for me, I look at you and I look at someone who has had to grow up very quickly.
Yeah.
And has had to learn very quickly and has had to, that's kind of why, like, I look at you and I kind of like, I want to protect you. Like, I've always felt very, like, if anyone, like, tried to hurt you, like, when I heard about a certain situation that you told me about where you were getting a lot of shit from people because of your appearance at this event, at this...
Yes. Sorry, now I'm catching on.
But that's, we're talking in kind of shorthand here, but that really enraged me to hear you getting that kind of shit and abuse from people. And honestly, if I was there, I'd have fucking, like, I don't know what I'd have done, because...
The thing is with that particular situation, I expect it every time, purely because the event in question is very traditional, it's very old, and it should be kept kind of... I've got a weird opinion on it. It should be kept very as it is, in the sense of how it's run and what's included, but more can be added on. But I feel like the people who go there are very traditional and very diehard fans of the tradition of what it represents and the age. I'm rambling on. The culture behind it is very important and sacred. But there is more representation in this culture that can be shown there, and that's what we were doing there. But people aren't quite ready to catch on with it, and it's also mixed with prejudice and kind of their own...
I mean, do you want to say what you were called?
I was called a paedophile.
Yeah.
By a person who's working there, so that was fun.
That for me was shocking to hear, not only that, but the fact that it was from someone who was working at this specific event. And, you know, it's unexcusable. You know, it's like we're in 2025. We should know by now we should have acceptance, have tolerance. We should understand that culture is something that can grow, is something that can evolve.
Absolutely.
We can bring people into our space now. I mean, we're looking at, they've got the aim of by 2050, we're going to get 1 million Welsh speakers. And it's like, well, how the fuck are you going to do that if you're going to be...
So sheltered.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's really hard as well, because with that event, and it's been a big part of my upbringing, and like loads of other people's upbringings who go there to enjoy themselves and do whatever they do there. But it's really sad when people feel they have to protect it from something that's not a threat to its institution. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, we're just there to have a good time and to perform and be silly and stupid. And it's nowhere near being a threat to your enjoyment. We're just there. And also, it's a massive thing. You can just go over there while we do this thing. You don't have to pay it any attention.
I think though, I mean, your drag is incredibly subversive. It's not just drag, you are like this creature, you are this other, and you really lean into that in terms of your aesthetic. I mean, if you look at pictures, like, my God, like you want to scrub your eyes out, do you know what I mean?
Oh, thanks.
But it's...
Scrub your eyes out. Christ. Fucking hell, this has been lovely.
You look great, but listen, that can't be the first time you've heard that.
Yeah, my parents, no joking.
Oh,
No, I'm joking, they love it.
But, you're a mirror, is what I'm trying to say. Because you're actually, through what you're doing, through the aesthetic that you're leaning into, you're speaking to a very true part of people everywhere. The person that feels not accepted or feels, out of place. Your drag feels incredibly out of place. And I think that's also, I recognize that been a struggle for you, where you felt like, do I belong because I'm so different? And you are so different, and that should be celebrated.
Yeah.
You deserve to be celebrated and uplifted, because what you bring is so special.
Thanks.
Because it's you.
Yeah. It's kind of like a weird balance between following your own artistic vision for what you want to do. Because what I want to do is be a freak and be odd and come up with weird concepts that might make people go, what the fuck? But also I have to respect that other people might not know what to do with it, and their perception of what I'm doing is not, a cookie cutter drag queen king. It's not, I'm not, singing on the mic with a big blonde wig on, which, no shade, they're great. And they do what they do flawlessly. But that's not me. Like, do you know what I mean? Drag has so many different avenues. Like, you have people doing traditional cabaret, you have people stapling themselves, you have people, I don't know, lip syncing, and, or you have, I don't know, people reciting poetry. There's a lot of different things. And I think I feel like I'm a weird amalgamation of a lot of it, and I don't think it does fit in, but like it's a bit like a really weird sore thumb, but with a beautiful manicure on it. Not this, but yeah.
No, better than mine. Fucking hell, these are chipped to fuck. But
Insane.
yeah. What are you, through doing drag, through expressing yourself in that way, like what are you working out? Is there something you're kind of working out through your drag and through that process that you're exploring, that you're tapping into?
I mean, the character of Anniben, I kind of started when we were in foundation. Like, I started drawing this character because I was kind of struggling a lot with mental health at the time, and kind of the repercussions of my treatment as a child and how it's left my body. So, like, I don't have an eyebrow, my sunken socket, I've got, like, stitches and, like, stuff here, and, like, I just look different this side of my body, and I can't help but see that. Like, other people say, oh, I don't notice it, but it's my body, I see it every day. So I started drawing this kind of weird clown character who had sunken eyes and kind of looked a bit poorly. Like, they had like a big red nose and like maybe like a snot, or like nostrils coming out, and like they'd been rubbed, like from blowing their nose or something. And then I started putting it on myself and exploring those ideas. But yeah, my drag is kind of a way for me to explore feelings that I don't necessarily feel myself every day. Like kind of feeling attractive or repulsive. Because I can accentuate it or hide it, which is quite nice. Like with my makeup, I've got a kind of a glam version of Anniben who's a bit more, and then I've got versions which are repulsive, which is like, I've got like one massive sunken white eye and like one eye's up here, and then I've got my lips going all the way down here. It's really fun.
It's like that crone archetype, but like, we need her. She's as valuable as the maiden who is glam and is...
I have the most fun when I do that stuff, because I like the way people look at me when I do it, because that's another thing that you were talking about earlier. The way people look at me and feeling like I don't belong, I love doing the freakazoid stuff, because obviously people will look at it weird, but it's expected, which is quite nice, because I can control it then. When I'm glams, people still look at me weird, but I'm like trying to be more appealing. But when I'm completely like, I don't know, cat shit through a fan, I can control the outcome, and it's kind of great.
It's interesting that in that space, I can relate to that actually. Because like, I think when I was doing drag, it was very like kind of ugly. It was disgusting. Ugly. It was, you know what, it was not my prettiest moment.
No.
But you know, that was before I met Michael. No. But anyway, I'm so sorry. This must be so disorientating to my viewers at home.
I'd love it.
But where the fuck were we even? We were talking about the drag, we were talking about the freakazoid, the kind of, the audience. Can I tell you something? Can I ask, sorry, do you feel I know I do this a lot. Are you very aware of people's perceptions of you every day?
Yeah, because it comes from when I was a kid after treatment. Because when I came out fresh, I still had like chemo head, and I had no hair. I looked like deathly and gross. And then growing up, I looked a bit odd. Because you know, when you grow into yourself, you kind of look a bit weird anyway. But because I had like all of this stuff, it always was a thing that people looked at. Also, I was very flamboyant and obviously queer, so people would obviously look at me for that reason, because I was quite different to the other kids. So I think it's always been part of my experience to be wary of how people perceive me, if that makes sense.
Do you ever feel sexy? Do you ever feel...
Not like myself, I do like in drag though, because that's what I said earlier, like I can explore it in a way that I feel comfortable, and like through a creative way as well, like, and also kind of a way that people might not particularly like. For example, I've done a number where I'm dressed as like a dog with like really hideous features, and he's kind of being put up for adoption, but it's kind of a really horrible dog. But then it goes into like this kind of great sexy like song, and I feel like really, and I feel great, which is a bit weird, dressed as a dog, whatever. But, and like the other day I did a show where I had like a tights mask on, and I killed a person from Glee on it. It was a Glee themed show. But I looked really weird doing it, but then I had like a faux leather bodysuit on underneath and like bondage gear. But I felt so sexy. Do you know what I mean?
It's like the juxtaposition.
Yeah. Because like in dating, I felt a really shit experience during dating and stuff, and like online, you know, hookup culture and whatever.
Tell me about it.
Because people always point out this shit, and like, and other stuff that I won't go into now. But so that's my normal side, and then in drag I can kind of experience it for myself through my own way, which is kind of fun.
You're gonna find that though. One day, it might not be now, that might not be where you're at, but I know you're gonna look at yourself and you'll be like, you know what, I feel sexy. You're gonna find that. You are gonna find it. We know within just you. I really believe that. Because the relationship you have with yourself is always changing.
Oh yeah.
And you can have that relationship with yourself out of drag as well. That is available to you if you allow it. If you can, I really feel that for you.
Oh yeah.
Because I think you're gorgeous. I look at you now and I'm like, you are beautiful. You for me, your energy, all of it.
I think I will eventually. I mean, I'm kind of at peace with myself at the moment, which is good, but it's a long journey, because obviously my treatment and things that happen after that are permanent. Like I've got permanent scars on my body because of that. And I think the thing I struggle with mostly is like, if that didn't happen, I would have looked how I was meant to look. This is not how I'm meant to look Does that make sense?
It does.
But that's why I like the drag stuff, because it does help me deal with it. And it not by hide, obviously, like it's kind of hiding it, but it also lets me kind of either accentuate it and like feel cool with it. It all kind of, it's like my own version of therapy. It's kind of like.
That's what I'm thinking, and I feel like as well, like you deserve to feel accepted. You deserve to feel loved as you are. Because while this might not be how you're meant to look, this is you now, and this is your body. This is like your avatar. This is like what you have to work with. So don't take on other people's fucking shit and judgment and projection and all of that stuff. Because it's not yours. It's not yours.
Yeah.
Like you. You're only 22. Like, I feel as though you have so much more to explore and to learn through the drag and through, I think, also outside of drag. You have amazing friendships and family that you've built outside of drag for yourself. And I'm so happy to see you have that support system. I know Jord is like a massive support to you.
Yeah.
You know, and I know if you ever need anything, I'm there for you. You know, we have chats sometimes.
Absolutely.
But you are like, I don't know. I kind of like, you have to just go through it.
It's more so just kind of navigating everything, like day to day.
Have you ever had like a relationship?
Yeah, I had a couple, but they both ended really badly.
Why?
Well, the first one I was with for 6 months during COVID. I was freshly 18, he was 24, 26. It was lovely, and then I broke up with him because of personal shit. But then a month later, I found he'd cheated on me the whole time. For my first relationship, that was kind of crushing. But then the second one wasn't as long, but the person broke up with me while I was at work during like a really stressful night. But it was when I worked at Club Bach. Yeah, and that was, it was, I just haven't got a good track record.
Is when you get wounded like that, it can create a lot of and
then also preconceptions for the next thing.
And then that's a shame because it's infiltrating.
It's really annoying.
Your future. Sorry, this sound is like really like.
It's quite nice. Well, I should text him. I think any artist struggles with the kind of duality of artistic life and personal life. I hate the stereotype like tortured artist, but like that's just it's my cross to bear. And my art is a way of having an outlet for it. I'm very content as myself, don't get me wrong. I'm very kind of at peace and chill. Just some bits that would be nice if they could catch up to the other bits.
They will. I know.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, isn't it?
I just know from what I've seen of you and the work that you do and the quality of what you've produced, to only be 22, you know, it's only going to get stronger and better. And I'm really excited for you to see all that you're going to accomplish.
Me too.
And not just in terms of I'm not just talking about work and achievements, but accomplish on a personal level as well.
Absolutely.
That kind of growth, the self-love journey that we're all on, that you have your days where it's like really hard. And like, I get it from a different point of view, the feeling looked at every day, and we're so strong, and in a way we're the best of them because we had to grow early. You know, I had a difficult childhood, very different to yours, but I had to grow early. Oh my God, I'm so hormonal, that's why I'm crying.
It's all right, babe.
But you know, it can be difficult when you have to grow up that young, and you have to have been through very shaping experiences, is what I call them. But it kind of prepares you better.
Oh yeah.
And it gives you perspective.
Oh God, yeah.
And without what you've experienced, you would not be who you are now, where you are now. You might not have met the people you've met, built the relationships you've built.
Yeah.
And so in a way, you wouldn't want to go back and change the past. Because like that has also been not just what has hurt you, but what has helped you shine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you are so special, and you're a gift, and I just want you to know that. And I want you to believe that as well.
Thanks, babe.
That's okay. And I legit mean it. It's like, it's hard. It's fucking hard for me to hear you say that shit.
Yeah. It's just being personal, and everyone has their personal conceptions of themselves. And it's hard as well, because however many people tell you otherwise, it takes a long time for you to actually accept what they're saying. Like, obviously I accept what you're saying, but there's obviously still parts of me that's like, struggling with it. But that's just, everyone struggles with whatever.
As long as you know you've got people who
Oh
are...
God, yeah. I know I'm so bloody lucky for the people I have around me. Like, my family are brilliant, my friends are amazing, people I work with, gorgeous. I'm just very lucky.
You bring something so different. We work together, we're still working together. We've got a show coming up in December at Porter's, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
But when we were kind of early days looking at, oh my God, I'm so snotty, Jesus. When we were early days looking at the casting and we were looking at, who we wanted for that show, I knew immediately you were top of my list. Seriously, you were the top of my list in terms of who I wanted, because you create these characters and you live out these strange, bizarre situations through your drag. And D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, is a very situational kind of thing. The show is Total Party Slay. It's produced by Lone Worlds, and it's basically a bunch of drag performers in Cardiff playing D&D. Definitely, we saw there was a version happening in Bristol. It was incredible. Drag Dungeoneers, shout out to them.
Yeah, they're great.
They're amazing. I think they've got a show coming up in December as well.
I think so, yeah.
But do you know what it is? It's like, I feel like almost there's so much of myself that I see in you. You're like a mirror to me, and I know you're your own person, but I really mean it when I say I do have a lot of love for you, and I do have a lot of time for you, and
vice versa, babe.
I just think you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Genuinely, and I think I'm not the only person who thinks that. But yeah, I just knew I wanted you there. I wanted to collaborate with you somehow. I'm so happy that we've been able to connect more through the work stuff, because I used to get told back when I would do drag, it was Minnie Cooper would tell me every week of my time as Demigorgon, rest in peace.
Gone but not forgotten.
No, not at all. We'll see. We've been talking about possibly something. But anyway, she told me every week of the drag competition I was doing. I think it was Jolene's Drag Race, which I won.
Won that on record.
Yeah, I mean, Polly won first, but I won the one after. And then I think there was a first, I don't know who won the first season. Anyway, she'd say to me every week, "You're weird, but I love it." And I was like, yeah. And I was the weird fucking kid who was, back then, I was getting ready at my friend's house and I was kind of keeping the drag on the down low. This is back when I had my life back home with my parents was very divorced from my life with my friends and with the nightlife and with the scene. And
yeah, quite a duality.
And it was like you're saying, drag was this experiment. It was this almost therapy. It was this possibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's drag when it's powerful. That's art. I mean, that's art.
Yeah. When it comes from something experimental and kind of a different point of view, I think that's when it's most special and resonates with people in whatever way. And it's lasts a leaving impression. I think that's what is a big thing. This is what I put in my bio whenever casters look for bios for the show, or casting directors. I say, you'll remember what I did, whether that be for good or bad, but you'll remember it. Do you know what I mean? I think that's cool. That's what I like about drag as well. It's kind of temporary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You can reinvent as well, and you can...
Exactly, because I've heard of some of the things you did when you performed, and I'm fucking obsessed. I wish I'd seen it. But I like that these moments that you're on stage, especially for performers like we are, they're a moment, and it happens, and then it's over. I quite like that. That it's well, there we go, in the mug, drink, it's gone now.
And you have to have been there to know. If you know, you know.
Yeah. I mean, there could be documentation. There might be beautiful photos that you can see on my Instagram. But if you were there, you kind of experienced it. That's what I like about it.
And not everyone is memorable. Not everyone.
Name names.
I'm not naming names, but I'm just saying, not
Name 'em.
everyone. Not everyone leave. Some people leave deeper prints than others. Let's just say we're like a beach and we all leave our footprint. Some people's feet sink deeper into the. I don't even know if that metaphor works. Listen, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, you stand out.
That's why I don't give a flying crap if they didn't like it, but they remembered it. That's what I quite like about it. That's what all good art is. Like, you know, like with Tracy Emin's bed, people hated that, but other people loved it.
Let me ask you something. This is a deep question now. When you're gone, because it'll happen, we're all going to be gone, right? We're all going to die. I don't know if you know.
I didn't know that.
How do you want to be remembered?
Just kind of an interesting person who did a lot of interesting and weird things, cool things. I'm already on the right track, because in Mary's in Cardiff...
I'm on the right track.
I'm on the right track.
Maybe.
In Mary's in Cardiff, I did a number where I spilled melted ice cream all over myself. It was quite erotic, you know, like that. And I threw it, and there's still residue from an ice cream on the ceiling. That was about 3 years ago now, and it's still there. Lasting impact.
I hope you're watching IVTV. I hope you're subscribed. I hope you're liking this video. I hope you're sharing with your mates. Please, the algorithm really values shares, so share the fuck out of this, okay? That's what I'm gonna say.
You heard the lady.
You can find me. I'm Cardiff Girl. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where you can find full fucking episodes of IVTV for free. Maybe we'll monetize, who knows? Maybe we'll drop some exclusive stuff that you do have to pay me £2 to see. What are you saying? What is something right now, Anniben, you are completely fixated on that you just can't get enough of?
Dragula.
Okay.
I'm fucking obsessed.
Okay.
Do you know, have you watched it before?
Do you know what? It's in the recesses of my memory. I've watched...
Oh, I've got another thing I'm obsessed with, but I'll do that one first.
Tell me about it.
I just like it because it's so raw, and they don't give a flying shit about how they come across on TV. Like, they'll say anything, no matter what the repercussion is, which is kind of cool.
Do people get like kicked off that show for saying naughty things, or?
I've heard that on this new season, that 2 people get disqualified for odd behaviour, which is quite interesting.
Would you, so, because obviously you're a drag performer, do you feel as though, would you do Drag Race, would you do Dragula, which?
I don't know. I think I want to do more things with it first. Like, I'd love to do more, like, produce more theatre stuff, and more kind of, maybe, space stuff as well.
Different context.
Yeah.
Because I do think Drag Race, for all its acclaim and all its platform.
It's really cool what it's done for a portion of the community. But I still think you can do more. Like, put a drag king on there, put a freak on there. I mean, that'd have to fit you, but like proper freakazoid, like underground people on there. I don't know, get more drag people to judge it rather than cis white men who don't know anything about it.
Slaps.
Yeah.
What? Because they got the dolls on there now, yeah?
They do. And they've had, I think, 2 women competing.
Cis women.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was Victoria Scone.
But I think Victoria is non-binary now.
Okay. Sorry, Victoria.
And they had one on Spain as well.
Okay.
Which is amazing representation.
Yeah.
And it should be, because the community is much broader than just cis gay men or trans women, that was such a good step forward, but there's still so many fucking more people that need represented.
They had a straight dude on there, didn't they?
Yeah.
One season. Do you know what? I'll be honest. I've not seen a complete series of Drag Race in probably about 3 years.
I don't blame you.
I find it overwhelming, to be completely honest.
I like the UK ones because I feel like I'm more familiar with a lot of the people on there.
They're a bit shorter, aren't they? Because I watched with the Vivian, because that was only about 6 episodes or something. It was
I think it was 10.
consumable, but was it 10?
Yeah, 10.
Rest in peace to Vivian.
Yeah.
She was incredible. Oh my God. I remember when I was doing Kim Woodburn Snatch Game for my local for Jolene's Drag Race. she reshared it and said, "Oh my God, someone's made Kim Woodburn funny again."
That's so funny. That's iconic.
And that made me feel like, wow,
Yeah.
that's my little Vivian's. That's the only.
Yeah. I never met her or saw her, but she was amazing. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Drag Race is great. I feel like it could represent more.
Again, like what you're saying with the Welsh language, it's about, you know, widening that spectrum of the lived experiences, but not just that, but also the aesthetics. You're saying get more of the freakazoid stuff in, more of the kind of unconventional. But I think the thing is with that is we're looking at the criteria and what are the criteria for Drag Race, you know, what are the challenges. It can be quite cookie cutter. Whereas I think maybe Dragula, from what I know of it, it's more...
That's much more inclusive. Like their casting is worldwide. So they have, on one season, I think they had someone from Argentina, someone from China, someone from the UK, and then the rest were like Americans, I think. And they cast non-binary people, trans women, cis women, men, any race, any gender, any age. It's kind of amazing. The casting is like, and they cast drag kings as well. Like one of them won it.
We love drag kings.
It's incredible. Like their casting is.
What is drag?
Oh, that's the thing. Anyway, I think I've said enough about drag for now.
I think, you know what, we've flogged that dead horse till it was
sister.
barely even full of breath.
You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can also make it drown by talking about drag too much.
Are you on the grinder?
I am, yeah.
Grinder is disgusting.
Yeah, I hate it.
Do you ever like, my thing, because you don't want casual, you want like a serious, you want something meaningful, and because I feel like you're a sweet puppy dog really, that you just want love.
It's the first time that anyone's called me a puppy dog before.
I feel like that's your vibe. I feel
There
like
we go, that's answering the question. I don't understand why you called me a dog.
You call me fuck you!
Thank you, call me a dog.
You call me a dog, you dirty dog.
You fucking bitch.
When was the last time you weed yourself?
Oh, it was a couple of years ago and I was really poorly.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Last time I weed myself was about 5 minutes ago. I've got my Lisa Rinna Depends on.
Slay.
But like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what was we even talking about? I don't even know.
Your question.
My question, Ivy, why though? Why is this a thing? Why should we even be subscribing to this or liking this or sharing this video? This is a load of shit, honestly. This podcast is shit. Shit hot.
Okay. I'll keep it relevant.
Okay.
Ivy, why is Taylor Swift though?
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Right. I'll start off by saying, I'm not a Swiftie, but there's a part of some of the music I really do enjoy. This new album though, and the fucking hype around her and like her magnetism, I don't get it.
She is fetch. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Stop trying to make Swift happen. If you subscribe to Taylor Swift, if you are a Swiftie, you have no sense of personal autonomy. You're just going with the flow. You're just going with what every other fucking single person says you should like. You've got no sense of taste. You've got no sense of direction, style. You can't buy style, bitch. You can't fucking get yourself. You can't. If you like Taylor Swift, you are a basic bitch.
Polly loves Taylor Swift.
I don't give a fuck. Then Polly is a basic bitch. Polyamorous. When you get on this podcast, which you will, we'll have the confrontation. And I will ask you. I will challenge you. We'll do debate like his fucking Prime Minister's questions.
I can appreciate people who grew up the same time as her and kind of as her music was coming out. I appreciate that. But I'm going to say it, I'm not afraid to say it, I feel the exact same way about Beyonce. Why the fuck is she so pedestaled? She's a great entertainer, she has a cracking voice, but apart from that, I do not get it. But maybe it's not for me to get, so there we go.
She's had beats and she's had...
Like beetroot, so...
Like, she's had beats, like, good songs. She's had bangers. She's had mash. She's had, like... I can look at Beyonce and be like, you know what? She's had some really good songs that have been put out there that I will listen to time and time again. She's like a Kylie, do you know what I mean? or Danny, or maybe even I could do Madonna as well. Anyway.
Sheila, Kylie, I probably could do Danny.
Yeah. Beyonce, I don't know. For me, again, I do get what you're saying about the overrated thing, the overhyped thing. I felt like that about Gaga for a while. I have come back a bit full circle on Gaga, and I do feel as though actually Gaga really has the artistry and the point of view.
And I like her kind of... Again, this might just because of my experience as a white person, but I resonate with Gaga's message more than maybe Beyonce's, because I haven't had that kind of experience. Does that make sense?
I think though Beyonce, her life story, I mean, you know, the relationship she had with her, I think it was her uncle, and how he was a very big influence in her life early on, and you know, he would do all the costumes for the Destiny's Children, and you know, he died of AIDS. Destiny's Children, yeah, that was the band, wasn't it? Destiny's Children. You know what? Children, child, whatever. They were children, basically. They weren't Charlotte Church, but they were, you know, like 18 at least. Yeah, were they?
Yeah, but I can fully appreciate her kind of impact on pop culture, and that she has a lot of fucking bangers. But
hey,
the untouchableness of her. This kind of air of like...
For me, what pissed me off her is the Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I think if she didn't have Jay-Z, I think she'd be a lot more likable. I don't want to get into Conspiracy 101 again, because we did that last episode, but...
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, and we couldn't mention names because obviously I don't want to be given assist and deceased.
Assist?
Assist and deceased.
I've had assist.
Assist. Oh god, cysts are the worst.
It's so fucking awful. Why though? Why cysts?
But why cysts? I mean, why would God create cysts? You know, and just... Beyonce, do I think she's the greatest artist of our generation? By any means, no. Is she iconic? Yeah. She deserves her flowers, and I do think as well, I think people, white people, whatever, we might tend to want to, you know, identify with someone unconsciously because of the colour of their skin. But I feel like Beyonce has done a great deal for her community, for people of colour, the same way Gaga has for people who, you know...
From Italy.
From Italy.
I love the way that she references how many times she's Italian. It's so great.
Yeah.
But she should be proud of it.
But oh god, I saw that thingy from a few years ago. I thought it was like recent, but it was actually 6 years ago. This video came out. It was the fan who was getting their makeup done by the Beyonce, not Beyonce, but Lady Gaga's.
And then she turned up.
Oh, that was so... I cried. I was like, that was so beautiful. And then she came back. She was like, I'm really sorry. Like, my mic wasn't even on, but I just want to tell you, like, thank you so much. But that kind of realness and that kind of humanity, I think, is, you know, valuable. I think Gaga, though, she's a lot more, from what I can tell, she's a lot more open and kind of unfiltered, whereas I think Beyonce, she's had to live a very private life. But I think for her it's different because she's, from an early age, she was in the spotlight, you know, and that must have really shaped her. And I reckon she's probably very guarded for that reason, which I think is, because people will say, you know, Beyonce is whatever, she's like a robot, or she's like, it's like the Nicole Kidman kind of thing, do you know what I mean? Because they say Nicole Kidman, what do you think about the divorce? That her and her husband are getting divorced.
Nicole?
Yeah, Nicole, I know.
I like Nicole Kidman.
I do too. Swift, back to Swift.
I appreciate her music resonates with people and her lyrics. Like, I like some of her music, but her whole brand at the moment and the way... Listen, I hope she's happy, and like that's a big thing in the fandom, is like that she writes better music when she's depressed. But maybe, and that's why they say this album's a bit different. But
I feel indifferent. If she was taken out tomorrow, I wouldn't give a shit. Like if someone took a mallet to her head, if she was taken out, like, you know, that, if God decided, you know what, you're done, I wouldn't have the reaction I had to David Bowie. I wouldn't have the reaction I had to the greats. I just don't relate to her. I think maybe it's, you know, we say about maybe there's subconscious biases around people like Beyonce because she's black. I maybe have a subconscious bias towards people like Taylor Swift because she's a very picture perfect white cis girl, which maybe that's my own fucking shit. And I feel like I'm projecting this image of Taylor Swift would have been a girl who'd fucking bully me in high school. That's when I see Taylor Swift, I see that bitch. I see a cunt who would have been dirty and would have played dirty and would have punched below because she could do it because she was pretty and because she was talented. That's who I see when I see Taylor Swift. I don't feel like Taylor Swift is for the community. I feel like she's for no one. Maybe this is overly harsh, but I don't give a fuck. It's my podcast, it's IVTV. I can say what the fuck I want. Maybe this will be edited out though because it is very fucking savage. But do you know what I mean though?
In a way, yeah.
Maybe that's me projecting my own things onto her though, and I shouldn't do that. But I just don't feel like she stands for anyone, and I feel like she's for herself, and I don't actually think she gives a fuck about anyone.
I'd also like to point out that I took massive issue with this. Well, I was like, what? You know her new album?
I don't know it because I don't follow her. We don't know each other.
One of the singles, it's like the first single off it, I think it was. I don't know. Fate of Ophelia.
I don't know.
It's been trending on TikTok and stuff. It's an alright song, but it's inspired by Ophelia from Hamlet.
Oh my god, so original.
But obviously,
Didn't Florence and the Machine do that 5 years ago?
Obviously, Ophelia from Hamlet was she was mentally tortured by men, and like led on by men.
She killed herself
because of
She
men.
essayed herself. What's that?
Assault.
Oh no! She unalived. Yeah. Sorry, she unalived herself.
Essayed herself. Yeah.
Could you essay yourself? Is that possible? Sorry. Anyway, moving on. What were you?
Maybe if you have like like restless leg. If I was on your arm and you were asleep. But the whole song kind of talks about her fiance saving her from a tower and saved her from the fate of Ophelia. I'm like, that literally goes against the fucking thing, because Ophelia wasn't, her fate was because of shit men and men treating her badly, forcing her to do things that she didn't want to do, that ended up making her go nuts, and she killed herself. The way that Taylor's making it out is that she was saved from that fate, but she was saved by a man. It's like, it's literally like, that doesn't make sense.
I've seen the man. He's pretty fit. I'm not gonna lie.
Travis.
I would climb him. Yeah, but
do you know what I mean? It's
yeah, but you know, she climbed that tower. But
climbed like boulders.
I just feel like the fate of Ophelia. She escaped that fate. Are they engaged? What are they?
They're engaged.
That'll implode in like 2 seconds.
And she has a song that people suspect is a diss track to Charlie XCX.
Who's Charlie? Oh, love Charlie XCX.
There's
I like her.
I do as well, but
She's real.
She's got a song on her album called Actually Romantic, which is obviously a reference to one of Charlie's songs.
I don't get it.
Do you know
What's
Charlie's
that?
songs?
What's the song called?
Actually Romantic.
Charlie XCX's
No,
song.
Taylor's one.
And what's Charlie's song called?
So Romantic, I think. But in the lyrics of because you know Sympathy is a Knife is about Taylor Swift.
No. Why? What's the drama? Is it drama?
Yeah.
What's the tea?
Well, ish. But Charlie used to date someone from the band 1975, and so did Taylor Swift.
Who's 19?
The 1975 was a band with what's his face, Matty Healy. Taylor used to date Matty Healy. Charlie used to date someone else in the band, I think, at the same time.
They were like
Sympathy is a Knife is in the song. She's like, it's basically she's talking about her own struggles about.
Is that Denise Welsh's boy?
I don't know. But Sympathy is a Knife is like about her own insecurities about not being as famous and as big as Taylor Swift. And there's a line I think that says, "I hope they secretly break up so I don't have to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show." It's like she can't stand to be near her because she feels so inferior. It's her own thing. It's not even a diss track, Sympathy's Knife. It's more like her own struggle and her own thought process. And Taylor has made this song now, and it's like, oh, you called me a basic Barbie with all that coke in your brain, and like it's like kind of sad. It's like, oh.
She said this in her new song.
Oh yeah, let me find it.
My thing is though as well is why are people right? I don't want to make this comparison, but I'm going to make this comparison. Sydney Sweeney.
Right.
I think there's the same kind of vibe I get from her as I get from Taylor Swift. It's that kind of like very. Do you know what I mean?
I don't mind Sydney Sweeney. I liked her in Euphoria. So.
Did you not see the advert
What advert?
The jeans advert, the denim. Oh my god, it blew up the internet. It was like a whole thing. Let's play the music. Do you know what? I don't know who.
I don't like that.
Who. It sounds like she wrote those lyrics in about 2 seconds. It sounds as though there's no thought been put into it.
Right.
Who decided that she was like God? Who
That's
decided?
that's
Who
why-
decided that Taylor Swift was like? Do you know what? We're gonna try and make her happen.
Arguably, her and Taylor Swift are probably the most famous pop stars in the world right now.
She deserves it.
Who, Taylor?
No, the other one, Charlie XCX. She deserves it because she actually is a real fucking person who is talented, and she does her own. Doesn't she do all the beep beep beeps and she? But she, do you know what I mean? She's gift. She's a. There's
I mean, the impact that Brat had on the world is kind of insane.
iconic, and she's got a point of view, and you know I love it. That is like an incredible song. That was like years and years ago.
I kind of like that she's unapologetic as well. Like, she said things that, you know, kind of not controversial, but like kind of like, ooh.
She's very lovable, I think. She's got a really lovable kind of...
She seems quite normal.
But that's the thing. Taylor Swift isn't a real person. She doesn't seem normal. She's got the Meghan Markle effect. You know, it's all very kind of primrose and, you know, whereas maybe I'm a hypocrite because I love Lana Del Rey. But I think Lana Del Rey makes a pastiche of all of that and is actually kind of like using that aesthetic, but then kind of turns it on its head and kind of sets it on fire.
Yeah.
Which is why...
She's got a brand, doesn't she? She's kind of like... And she sticks to it, which I like. But Taylor's done like a lot of different things, but it's kind of hard to pinpoint.
But it's like, who is she? What is her identity? What is her brand? I couldn't tell you for the life of me. If you stuck a gun to my head right now and said, name one of her albums, I couldn't do it. Is that just, I'm just fucking out of the loop? What is that?
I mean...
Tell me. Polly.
What?
Comments.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let me know.
I don't want to talk about fucking Taylor Swift.
Yeah, do you know what? You've had enough time, Taylor. I'm sorry, but, you know...
I'm sure she's doing her best.
We are going to leave off, actually. So we're going to do 2 things before we wrap up. So the first is I need you to answer a question from my guest last episode. So the question I have for you, I ripped off this from another podcast, which will go nameless. I think maybe you'll know which one it is if you're a podcast aficionado out there listening to IVTV. Did I say this podcast is called IVTV, by the way?
It's so fitting that I'm here as well because my real name's Tavy. So it's like Ivy Tavy.
TV. Oh my god, Ivy TV! Yes, TV 2, episode 2.
Yeah.
What is a travel story that you have? One that really kind of stands out.
Oh, fuck me. Well, there is one, but I don't really want to say it. I think you know what it is as well.
I don't have a
It
clue.
happened in Chester. Maybe forgotten.
What happened in Chester?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Is it
one.
negative?
No. Well, it depends how you look at it.
Chester.
No, I'm not going to say that story. I'm trying to think of another travel.
Was it just me rubbing my nipples? Was that it?
No, it was something that happened to me in the hotel.
What? Did you ever hook up with someone? Who? Who?
Yeah.
Say that again. Yeah. Who? Oh. Oh, you could say that.
No. Anyway, question for the next guest. If you could be a different species, what would you be? And would you be domestic or wild?
I know what I'd be.
What?
Wild. Like a tiger. I'm a double. I'm a Leo, born in the year of the tiger. So I'm extra.
Feline.
Wow.
I went to see Rufus Wainwright on Sunday night.
He's so fit. Is he gay?
Yeah, he's married.
Oh my
No.
god.
I saw him on Sunday in the Millennium. Fuck me. He's so good. I cried.
What is he? Like a poet?
He's a singer. A songwriter.
I just saw a video of him and I didn't know who he was, but I just like, he looks...
And it was really kind of a nice night because I went with my older brother and my mum. And one of my earliest memories... Oh, there we go, travel story. This ties in. It's not like a big travel thing, but when I was 3, it's like Maithrin in school.
Oh, yeah, Maithrin.
I used to go to a school up in Pontypridd, and my mum would drive me to school, and she'd put Rufus Wainwright's album on. And one of the songs on that album has been my favourite song for now, I guess, nearly 20 years. And I was, during that, and he played it during this concert, and I was like, it made me think. I don't think I've known any other song all the way through for that long of my life, and I'm nearly 23, but like it was such a wow. He's been with me for 20 years. His music.
He's behind you right now. Do you reckon they're open? Do you reckon you could get in?
I don't know. Someone told me. I saw my friend there, and he said he saw him on Grindr.
Oh yeah, but he could have been like a bot, couldn't he?
Could have been like a catfish.
He could have been a bot.
Can we sing that for the travel story instead then?
The edit, the magic of the edit. I mean, listen, we will. What have you got coming up? What have you got that you're excited about?
I've got a few shows coming up that I'm excited to do. I'm back in work at the moment, which is nice. I've got a project in the summer that's going to be really cool. I did it this summer, and it was a really interesting experience, and I think I'm going to be doing it again this summer, which is really fun.
Good.
Yeah, I won't name anything specific, just in case, but...
No. You don't want to...
jinx it.
No, and I get that. As I've said, I'm excited to see where you go. I just want to say, where can people find you? On the socials, how can people...
You can find me behind the bins, anywhere. Or if not, you can find me on Instagram at _ANNIBEN _Anniben. And then you could also find me, if you really wanted to find me, you could just shout my name and I'd probably turn up. Or rattle a box of chocolate fingers and I'd be there. I love a chocolate finger.
I do too.
Do you do the thing where you bite both ends off and use it as a straw?
I've never done that.
Oh, your life's going to be changed.
Oh, because there's the hole.
Yeah.
It's like
with a hot cup of tea. Urethra Franklin.
And you suck it.
Yeah, and it makes all the biscuit inside go all nice, but the shell outside, so it's like...
I just want to say a massive thank you to Anniben for coming on today's podcast. It's been incredible. We've talked about all sorts. There were some rants, there was some venting, there was a lot of slagging off of a particular pop icon who will remain nameless. But yeah, what a talent, what a force. I'm really, really proud to know Anniben, and I'm just really excited for what's coming next for them. So yeah, wish you all the best, Anniben, and to my beautiful listeners, I'll see you when I see you. This has been IVTV.